Offense here set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
There you go. 54. Go.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And Forbath will put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
There you go, 47.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd and inches.
Here we go. Jeff, what is it? 8. We take the win.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
20.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Gun.
Let's go. Stay on. Mike 54.
8.
You can't block me.
Right there.
On 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Newton to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
They'll try the air now with Newton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 25 yards for the touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Finding room at the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
We got double up. Check 59.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A first down carry by Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We play to win. Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
20.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
8.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. That's it. 45, Mike. 45.
On first down, it's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 40.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Gun. Just rock now.
Now a run with McCaffrey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere.
From the red zone now, Newton. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Gun.
Ready? Two times. Hey, we got 4.
To throw again on second down. Newton to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Ready. Blue ready.
Okay, right there. 54 miles. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back near his own goal line, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the second. secondary.
Ready. Move in.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Winston from the gun on third down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. We're scoreless after one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is McCaffrey. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy.
Great.
45, Mike, 45. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 45.
Hey!
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Great.
Check 45. Hustle. 45 to Mike. They can't hang with us. 45 to Mike.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3, we just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. Switch.
And they'll They'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 61 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
caused all of it.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Winston. He'll find his tight end. It's Anthony Auclair. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
54 Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Watch twist.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Winston now from the 50. And this is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 50 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Panthers 0.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Taking a shot for Samuel. And got his man complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
Gun.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. 45. Mike, 40.
Now Newton. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, check Mike 45.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away, was Mike Edwards.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Second and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Mike.
Ready? Black 22.
I'm scared.
Right. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 45 to Mike. It's how I feel.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's going to be caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
Watch the safety creep. 20. Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We got one.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Jameis to throw it. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Mike, 45.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the 29, Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Panthers 9.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Gay is on for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
20. You ain't doing nothing.
from the 27th. Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Right here. Gun. Here we go.
Newton now to throw. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Second and 11 at the 33-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Right 54.
Check.
Let's go.
Winston now. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
The 50-yard line.
Ready? White 25.
54 Mike. Watch the curl.
They'll go again to Jones. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 50 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Not today.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, it's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? Louis! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Jones. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Switch up, switch up. Pick the edge. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Sit. Ready. Shift. 8. Ready.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Ready. Check Mike 45. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Winston here to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.